Well, it's about that time. So, as you may have known from a certain YouTube short, or us literally announcing it on the community posts, we wanted your top 5 underrated games. And you had until, originally, August 1st to submit your votes, but then we changed the deadline because we wanted to just get started early. And besides, it's not like the YouTube short advertising it was gonna get any more votes in. So yeah. However, this is not a very conventional top 5 underrated games list, because as you can see from the title, it is the exact opposite. This is the top 5 games that you chose that we are going to now judge. And if you know anything about this channel already, we judge pretty harshly. Though sometimes it is pretty fucking justified. But you know what? Let's not keep you waiting any longer, because my god, we take a lot of time to upload, man. We just gotta get this shit out the door. Hive is a usually team-based asymmetric deathmatch game where players take the role of humanity. They use guns, they use a bunch of advanced technology, all to fight a terrifying alien force known as the Plague. You know what? Playing as humanity is not that fun. I mean, look at this shit. And besides, there is a lot of interesting balance choices, to say the least. When we played this game, we felt like we were getting 1 or 2 shotted by, like, a lot of the plague forms. Like, even the weaker ones, so it was kind of a teeth-gritting experience. And even though vehicles helped us close the distance, we were still pretty likely to get decapitated by, like, a well-placed spine. It was a bit of a pain in the ass. So naturally, playing as the Plague was more enjoyable, but not without issues. You can unlock various plague forms by earning kills and a few support roles available, but that's really it. The gameplay doesn't quite match the game's impressive visuals, but you know what? That is fine. This game, despite its clunky mechanics, was actually pretty decent. You know what? You kind of did hit it out of the park. It's a shame that this thing is pretty bad.
I could see a 7. As a mega fan, I'm gonna go ahead and give it an 8 out of 10.
I don't know how the fuck this game even made it into this community post, dude. Because this was actually very disappointing. This game strutted around like it's some grand tale of adventure, but in reality, it's just a mildly ambitious obby that doesn't even last that fucking long. There's 10 chapters, and each chapter in itself is just pathetically short. It's literally the poor man's version of The Day the Noobs Took Over Roblox. The trilogy. Yeah, all 3 fucking games are better than this piece of shit. Let's not beat around the bush, guys. This game being short is a very blatant flaw. When you make a game incredibly short, you gotta have a lot of shit jam-packed into it to make you walk out of that experience thinking your fucking life was absolutely changed by it. Undertale is still a pathetically short 5-hour experience, and yet it is the most legendary indie game of all time. Hands down, if you disagree, fuck you, Earthbound propagandists. On top of the fucking stupidly short length, you get these movement abilities that just randomly disappear halfway through the game. We don't know if that's intentional or not. Like, we don't know if that was a bug, but that just happened. We got, like, a sliding ability, we got this air dash ability, we got the double jump ability, and then it just fucking disappears. And that is before you get to the checkpoints, or lack thereof. If you die once, which can happen, you're gonna be retracing your steps so hard, you'll swear you're doing laps around a fucking Mario Maker level made by a sleep-deprived toddler. The platforming, even though it is pathetically easy, is still a clunky, soupy mess. If you've ever wanted to play an obby that felt like it was made in a single setting between nap time and fucking Cocomelon, congratulations, you found this. But this is the most tragic part about this game. The boss fights are genuinely not bad. If anything, they're kind of decent. They are the only parts in this stupid-ass game that felt like someone gave a damn. When the music kicks in, the arena titans, you're like, oh shit, this game is supposed to be fun. Oh fuck. And then all of a sudden it's over. And then there is the elephant in the fucking room. And the second you find that out, everything about this game's cutesy, overly childlike vibe starts to feel a whole lot grosser. It was made for this dude's victims. Who knew? It's not completely bad. So if you're desperate for an obby with a little bit of purpose, it's above average.
I guess it's okay.
On the other hand, here's a game that is deliberately designed to be pathetically short. So while that is a flaw that is out of the gate going for it, it was definitely better than Heroes of the Forest, hands fucking down. This game is a 3D obby, except it's not. It's a brain teaser, except it's not. It's a memory puzzle, except it's not. It is a crusty, liminal math problem disguised as a game, wrapped in 200% color saturation and duct taped to an isometric camera angle that refuses to move, because God forbid you see where the fuck you're going. One thing's for sure though, we cannot deny the immaculate vibes this game gives off. Movement is pretty simple as it gets. You get one jump. You don't really get any of the extra nuances from other obby games. One sad little hop. But paired with the isometric camera and geometry designed by MC Escher's Roblox alt, suddenly it becomes a test of perception, patience, and whether you've angered some higher being. You'll squint at a platform, leap with confidence, and piss yourself. At the end of the day, it is a very disappointing shame that, you know, it's only got 10 stages and it's probably never going to get any more updates following this game. But you know what? It was pretty good.
I'm feeling a decent to strong 8 on this record.
Doomed to Die, on the other hand, is a very mixed bag. So this game wants to be Left 4 Dead and Combat Initiation, or Ultra Kill, one of the 3. And it is as strange as it gets. This game is pretty energetic, and it's got a lot of the adrenaline that you would expect from hordes of zombies rushing you and a bunch of people all at once. But it has a lot of redundant moments to it, as well as features. Why the fuck is there a combo meter in this game? Why? Like, there's Mercenaries mode for Resident Evil. You know, they've made this make sense, but, you know, with this pace, with the things you're taking from, it's a little bit confusing. But we're not gonna hold it completely against you here. We know this game is straight up alpha. Like, everything is subject to change, especially considering the fact that it's only got one fucking level, as far as we can tell. But, yeah, it's a stranger game than expected. And, you know, this fucking review by Lucas Lopez Lindo 7, it's kinda right. Too harsh, though. What we question the most, however, is, like Lucas said, the characters. They are not memorable. You're taking from Left 4 Dead and removing the memorability of these characters and just ghosting them completely, turning them all into fucking mute protagonists like every other class-based Roblox game. Yeah, that's not helpful, especially when there's a lot of goofy skins, and when there is especially Forsaken skins. Characterization out the door. Hello, capitalism. You beat the demo campaign once and don't have an incentive to play it again, nor come back to when it does come out. You know what, Lucas? Fuck you, but, good point.
You're gonna have people out there that hate it, and then I guess my stance on it is I'm kind of in the middle. Would I get it again? Well, maybe. If I'm really feeling it, then I might.
Before we get to the #1 spot, my name is Chills, and if you like the video so far, that is probably not a good thing. Anyways, here's the honorable mentions.
Who solemnly those freely want better. Find them. And who? Oh, triangle.
Hold up.